we should start. So this at the beginning of the live stream, I need to check if the invitations to join the live stream were sent on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram. Yes, just to make sure that all the members get the notification that the stream started. Yes. And yeah, and it looks like the connection is good. And let me check. Not good, by the way. Not good. I see some. Let me restart. Let me Yeah, I just updated the streaming key. Yeah, I guess it's going to be more stable. So every time with this streaming software and all this stuff, sometimes you need to monitor, you know, the connection quality and stuff. And sometimes, though you see the same software, you see the same tools, sometimes the connection drops and you need to refresh all that. So just in case if we have any issues, traders, just in case if we have any problems with the live stream, please notify me and let me know in the live chat. Yeah, so we are ready to start. I guess now everything is ready. I have a live chat here. I have the price chart here for today's analysis. And here on the screen, I have the technical stuff. I have the YouTube monitoring with the trading statistics. I have the OBS streaming software here to monitor the bitrate and stuff. So a lot of different things to monitor simultaneously to provide high quality live streams for you. And this weekend, I received a lot of requests to talk to you after the USDCAD on Tuesday. Yes, and usually what I do the streams before the news. I do the streams before FOMC, before CPI, before PPI, and more members ask to do the live stream after the news. After the news, when the news already priced in by the markets, and to provide the trading setups after the release of the news. And I thought that yes, today's CPI report can be a very nice occasion, nice event for the stream. So here we are. And as always, traders, before we start, remember that during the live streams we have a live chat, and in live chat you are free to participate. You are free to ask questions. You are free to share your opinions, to be involved. You know, let's have a dialogue during this live stream. And while I provide the analysis, while I provide the review of different trading instruments, different trading setups that I prepared for today's session, feel free to share your opinions, feel free to share your views, and if something is not clear, feel free to ask your questions in the live chat. For today's live stream, I have a couple of nice setups to discuss with you. We will check euro-dollar pair, we will check dollar-yen, we'll check some other instruments, gold, of course. So I prepared for you swing trading setups, pullback, day trading setups, and much more. So I hope that you will enjoy today's session. And if you're here the first time, what we do on the live streams, I show how I trade my trading strategy. I use multiple time frame analysis trading strategy based on price action, based on key levels, some elements of SMC, candlesticks and stuff, and I show live, real examples of the application of my trading strategy, and in comparison to other streamers who usually show only the winning trades that they took before the live stream and they just show how good they are, I will try to show the actual trades that you can take, that you can monitor, and that you can trade. Yes, so say hello in the live chat, show me your presence. Yes, say good day, good night, good morning, depending on the region where you are. And let's open the price chart. So again, just a quick reminder that because we will analyze a lot of charts and we will analyze different instruments on different time frames, you might get lost. And if you're wondering what instrument I analyze, what time frame I analyze, in the middle of the screen, you will find the name of the trading instrument that I analyze and the time frame. Also, the same information will be right here, top left corner, small one, but just check the watermark in the middle of the screen. Yes, if you get lost, there you will know the trading instrument that I analyze. Hello, Red Senior. Thank you for joining the live stream. Nice to see Edie. Nice to see Bezer Diller. Zach here. Muzizi. B. Nice to see you. Nagao watching from Shanghai. Thank you for watching. I guess it's already late evening in Shanghai. Bubu here. Thank you for watching. Imra, Ravi, and Lee. Thank you for joining the live stream, traders. So, thinking about what to start today's live stream with, I think that it would be a great idea to discuss some pullback trading, to discuss some structure trading, and discuss how to spot the oversold, overbought market, how to spot the slowing momentum. And so let's start with euro dollar. I guess those who were monitoring euro dollar since the beginning of this week know that the market opening was very crazy for euro dollar this week. We started with a huge gap down, and moreover, during the London session opening, we got a significant sell-off. We formed a huge high momentum bearish candle on an hourly time frame, and just this candle had more than 120 pips range. So the Monday's market opening and the London session on Monday were truly crazy. And if we analyze euro dollar on a daily time frame, if we examine what is happening with the market at the moment, first, we can easily spot the clues, the early reversal clues that formed before the market actually dropped. And on my free Telegram channel, we discussed multiple times that euro dollar was forming a strong bearish pattern. You can see that over here, the price formed a huge head and shoulders pattern. That was the warning sign, the signal that the market is preparing for a correctional movement, that the market is preparing for a bearish movement. And then neckline was broken. Last week, the market violated the neckline, and I alerted multiple times that the breakout of a neckline is a very important bearish signal, and then the market dropped. And if we examine where the market is trading at the moment, you can see that we have a significant support cluster right here. We have a significant horizontal support that the price reached and that the price nicely respected. You can see that though the market was falling quite rapidly, that support was the zone where the selling pressure was completely absorbed by the buyers. The market stopped falling, and today we see some pullback. And because the global trend on the market is now strongly bullish, I do believe that that area can be a perfect zone for us for buying. First, we can look for some pullback trade from here, and then even for a swing trade. So after we spotted a test of such a significant structure, after we spotted a test of a significant structure zone, demand zone, support, we can look for a confirmation signal to buy the market. from that. The trend is bullish. We have a strong structure here. So that is why, because of our strong bullish bias, we can look for buying. Then, with multiple time frame analysis, we start analyzing lower time frames. And the intraday time frames that we check are the 4-hour and hourly time frames. So let's check a 4-hour time frame first, and let's examine how the price was acting on a 4-hour time frame. And let's look for early bullish clues, early bullish reversal signals, early slowing momentum signals that you could spot. Take a look, first of all, at this wicks right here, at the tails of this bearish candles. Why these tails are so important here? Because these tails are also called the rejections. And such tails indicate a strong buying pressure from a certain zone or a level. And the fact that the market forms such long tails right here just confirms strong buying interest within that yellow zone. And look what happened next. Then the market dropped lower. We even managed to update the low and set a new lower low. You can see that we formed a doji candle, a very nice and cute doji candle. And no matter whether you are SMC trader, ICT trader, I don't know, price action trader, you should always pay close attention to doji candles. Doji candle confirms the local equilibrium. It indicates that buying and selling volumes, buying and selling pressure is equal. Yes, and if you analyze the market from the supply and demand perspective, doji candle just says that the market supply equals the market demand, and for that reason we form a doji candle that closes at the same level where it opens. So this clues, this candlestick bullish confirmations were very important, but we could identify even more clues on an hourly time frame. If we open hourly time frame, we can spot a very strong bullish price action pattern right here. You can see that after the test of our support here on an hourly time frame, the price formed a very classic cup and handle pattern. That is a strong bullish pattern, and the violation of its neckline and a candle close above that always provides a strong bullish confirmation. The violation of the neckline is an important sign of strength of the buyers. It confirms at least a local strong buying pressure. And look what happened then. Then the market retested the broken neckline. The neckline was retested, and then with the today's CPI report, the price went up. So your first buying opportunity that you could spot from the early morning was the violation of the neckline of this pattern. And here could be a very perfect entry for your long trade. And this setup I spotted and shared on my free Telegram channel in the morning, and so far the price gives up as I predicted. And if you missed that setup, remember that there always will be the situations when you open a price chart and you will spot the setup, the signal that you missed. If so, don't worry, because the market usually provides more signals, more confirmations. Of course, you may get not that good entry level, but still there's always a chance to spot one more confirmation. So let's discuss what can we look for right here to buy euro dollar and to anticipate a further growth. From the price action analysis perspective, you can see that we have a strong intraday resistance right here. Look at that resistance. 1, 2, 3 times that resistance was respected. And based on that resistance, we formed a strong bullish pattern. Take a look, traders. Do you see the inverted head and shoulders pattern right here? That is our very cute bullish pattern that the price formed. We already formed left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The pattern is completed, and that pattern can be used as the signal, as the confirmation to buy. The neckline of the pattern is a strong intraday supply zone, the zone where sellers are distributing their selling orders. And for that exact reason, the price already dropped from that zone 3 times. And the signal that we can rely on to buy euro dollar, and the signal that we can rely on to buy anticipating a further bullish continuation, will be, of course, the violation of that orange resistance, of that neckline. CBS says, I see the cup and handle. Yes, so basically, if we briefly discuss the price action patterns, you should always remember that from the price action perspective, head and shoulders pattern is also a cup and handle pattern. Head of the head and shoulders pattern will be cup, and right shoulder will be handle. So CBI, if you see the cup and handle pattern right here, you are completely right. It is also here. So the signal that we can look for is the violation of that orange resistance that will provide a strong bullish confirmation to us, and then we can buy. Then the broken structure will turn into support, into the zone from where we can buy, where we can place our buy limit order, from where we can buy, and then we can anticipate more growth. And where will be our next goal then? Where the market will go next? We open the 4-hour time frame and we look left at structure. And we look for our closest strong resistance. And we can spot a strong intraday resistance right here. I guess you can easily recognize that structure. The support that was respected 2 times in a row in the recent past, it was broken then, and we may assume that after a violation and the candle closed below that, this structure turned into a strong resistance. So that can be our goal, and the plan will be to buy on a retest of a broken structure, yes, and aim at that resistance. And we set stop loss simply below the lows of the pattern. And such a trade, I cannot call the day trade if the first setup that we discussed, this tiny cup and handle pattern that we spotted, it was clear day trade. This pattern is quite wide. And of course, if we execute this trade, the holding period might be quite extended. So I would say that this trade is something in between the day trade and the swing trade. So taking that, remember that it may take quite an extended time for the price to reach the goal. Yes, so never stop looking for the signals. If you missed the initial signal, if you started late and you open the charts and you see that you missed a great opportunity, continue monitoring the price action, because the market may always provide some extra confirmation for you to be involved in a nice bullish or bearish movement. Let me introduce if everything is clear so far with that setup. And, let me know if you understood the reasoning behind this trade. Hello Tahir, thank you for watching from Sweden. Hello Fahad, nice to see you. Hello team, nice to see you. Sam FX right here, nice to see you. Thank you, Ravi. Small channel, big content. Yes, thank you so much. Then I see a question from Ravi. I wanted to encourage you with your content and give you enough strength to be consistent. You give too much important value, and your Telegram channel is perfect with your analysis. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I am trying to be very consistent. And since I started the channel 5 years ago, I always provided the videos and keep providing the videos on weekly basis. So I never missed sharing weekend videos with you. I always provide them, and I'm trying to do the streams consistently. I share the videos in the middle of the live stream for you. Also, I started to share some shorts with you, so I hope that you like all that. And I must say that this year, finally, the channel started to grow very rapidly, and now channel is growing by thousands of subscribers a month. For me, that is a huge number, and I've never seen these numbers before. So patience definitely pays, and I promise that I will continue working in such a pace. Then before traders, I see a question about Bitcoin. Before we check Bitcoin, I wanted to share with you pullback trade, potential pullback trade on EURUSD pair. Let's check this and discuss. So if we open EURUSD pair on a daily time frame, those who subscribed to my Telegram channel, those who check my ideas and signals on TradingView should have seen that I shared yesterday the test of that significant daily support on EURUSD. We have a very strong support cluster that the price reached yesterday. It is a very important historic structure, and for now, though the CPI release was quite bearish for the pair, for now the structure still holds, and yesterday we did not manage to close below that, and today we are still testing that. So from such a perspective, it is still possible to see a pullback from that orange structure. And from a current perspective, I wanted to show you a peculiar setup that you should monitor. So on the 4-hour time frame, you can see how perfectly the structure that we spotted on a daily matches with the intraday price action. Yes, you can see that today we are coiling around that support, and for now it holds. And on an hourly time frame on that structure, we can spot a very nice consolidation. You can see that basically since early morning, the market is coiling. The market is coiling and consolidating within the range. And if you watched my live streams before, you should know that for me, for my trading strategy, these ranges are very important, because to me, these ranges always signify either the accumulation of buying volumes, buying orders, or the distribution of the selling orders. So we never know what exactly is happening within the range, but we know for sure that the breakout of the support or the resistance of the range provides a strong and reliable confirmation signal. So we, analyzing a daily time frame, we assumed that probabilities are high to see a pullback from that significant support. We assume that that support can be a strong zone for buying. And this range, by the way, it looks like the range is going to be broken to the downside, but just in case, if it is just a liquidity grab and the price returns within the boundaries of the range, remember that a violation of its resistance, violation of its upper boundary, will be a very strong bullish signal. The violation of that resistance and an hourly candle close above that will provide a very reliable bullish signal. So if the price returns within the boundaries of the range, if you see an hourly candle close above the resistance of the range, that can give you a very nice pullback trade, with your target being that strong resistance, that is our closest strong intraday resistance, and stop loss lying below the lows of the range. So monitor EURUSD. Still, I do believe that that orange structure may hold, and so far, the daily structure that we identified in EURUSD still holds. So that can be your potential pullback trade. Never forget to set the alert above the upper boundary of the range to not miss its breakout attempt. Yes, and remember that if we close below the support of the range, if the hourly candle closes below the support of the range, it will invalidate this trading setup. Yeah. Then what will be the next one? Hello Puria, thank you for joining the live stream. Nice to see you. Let's check Bitcoin. Destination to dips and picks. Watching here. Good evening from Japan. Thank you for watching from Japan. Arigato gozaimasu. I believe it's almost midnight there, right? So I guess it's around 11:40 p.m. now, right? It's very, very late. Hello, Alaida. Thank you for joining the live stream. Hi, Kram. Thank you for being here. Let's check Bitcoin. Bitcoin certainly looks bullish. We are very close to the all-time highs. If we analyze Bitcoin on a daily time frame, the first important resistance that you should keep on your price chart is, of course, the resistance based on our current all-time high. That is our major structure, and I think that chances are very high that we are going to retest the resistance based on the all-time high. I guess you all agree with me that it looks almost inevitable that that resistance cluster is going to be retested. And the fact that just recently we managed to violate this minor dealer resistance, and we are retesting that today, and we see quite a strong rejection from that, and we saw quite a strong rejection from that yesterday. All these factors make me think that soon the market is going to bounce, and soon we are going to retest that blue resistance. If we analyze a price action on the 4-hour time frame, I guess you saw a strong confirmation on the 4-hour time frame. After a retest of this broken structure, the price formed a double bottom pattern. We bounced strongly with the CPI release, and now we are retesting that. So from such a perspective, I think that after a retest of a broken neckline of this pattern, we may bounce and go up to 106 level easily. Yes, that can be the goal. One more thing to note analyzing a daily time frame is that remember that because the trend is strongly bullish, after a test of the resistance based on the all-time high, probabilities will be high that the market will go even higher. And the breakout and the daily candle close above that blue resistance will indicate a highly probable bullish continuation to new highs. From such a perspective, it is hard to see what will be the next all-time high and where will be the next strong resistance above the current all-time high, but definitely the violation of current one, daily candle close above, will be a strong bullish signal. So the intraday bias today is strongly bullish. My price action analysis is very bullish, and I see a very nice bullish reaction to a broken structure. So I think that with the high probability it will continue growing. I expect a test of that blue resistance, and then we will look for breakout of that resistance that will confirm a further bullish continuation. Yeah, then preparing for today's live stream, I wanted to discuss dollar Swiss with you. I see on dollar Swiss some setup, some reversal trading setup. Yeah, Patil asks to analyze dollar Swiss. Yes, I will share that with you. Then questions about gold traders. I promise we will check gold. We will discuss the consolidation trading there. So we will check it. Puria says, can you talk about minor or exotic pairs? We will check some minor pairs. We always do during our live stream, so don't worry about that. We always check minor pairs. Occasionally we check the exotic ones, but we do not focus on them much, simply because we have very, I would say, international mixed community here, and for the members from Japan, for example, my views about Mexican peso are not that interesting. You know what I mean. So that is why we rarely check the exotics, but minors we do, because I trade minors a lot. Yeah. Foizulor here, watching from Uzbekistan. Thank you for joining, brother. Nice to see you. Yeah. 11:42 in Japan now. Yeah. Yeah, nice to know. So yeah, let's do dollar Swiss. Let's do dollar Swiss, and then we will check. Then we will check gold. Yeah, first dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss pair. Let's open this one and analyze the current situation. So what happened with dollar Swiss pair? I guess you saw that after the market opening, we saw a very rapid growth. The market started to grow like crazy, and we stopped respecting quite a peculiar horizontal key level. And traders, if you are studying key levels, support and resistance analysis, here is one of the rare situations when a key level is based on multiple daily candle closes. So what is so specific about that key level is that in the past, we formed two high momentum candles. We formed high momentum bearish candle right here and high momentum bullish candle. And the fact that the price closed on that level, forming such a strong candle, is usually quite an important signal that some interest of the market participants is somewhere there. And the wick right here, this wick, the low of that wick and a strong bullish reaction from here confirms the significance of that level. And look how perfectly the market respected that yesterday. Yes, after the test of that yesterday, the market stopped growing, and today we see quite a nice pullback from that. And if we analyze the price action on intraday time frames, beautiful doji candle was formed after the test of that level. Then we formed a bearish engulfing candle. And those who study candlestick analysis, SMC, bearish engulfing candle, is also called a bearish imbalance candle. It's a very important candlestick pattern that confirms the strength of the sellers. This candle is the indication of a strong bearish pressure. And the fact that this bearish candle engulfed the range of a previous bullish candle is very important to recognize, especially after a test of a significant resistance. And if we analyze hourly time frame, on an hourly time frame from the price action perspective, we can spot some shift in the market sentiment. Look what happened with the price. We were growing quite rapidly. We were trading in a bullish trend. The market was updating the highs and lows. And then we reached that key level. From that key level, we retraced and retested that one more time. You can see that instead of updating the high, instead of setting a new higher high, higher close, we set two equal highs. That is the first important indicator of the weakness of the buyers. And then the price started to fall, and with this bearish movement, the price violated that support. And why the violation of that support is so important? Because the violation of support in that particular case gives us a confirmed change of character, confirmed violation of this intraday bullish trend. So from the price action perspective, the trend is no more bullish here. And the fact that that change of character occurred after a test of such a significant resistance indicates that there's a high chance that the pair will drop even lower. So on dollar Swiss pair, it is more than reasonable to anticipate a decline, to anticipate a bearish movement, and we can easily spot where the price may drop. We can spot very important demand zone right here, very important historic demand zone that the price respected multiple times in the recent past. And that zone can be a goal for dollar Swiss. Yes, I guess probabilities will be high that we will drop to that support. And very bearish price action on an hourly time frame clearly indicates that. So I hope it is clear. Let me know, traders, if you agree with me about this trading setup. I think from price action patterns perspective, that can be a confirmed head and shoulders pattern as well. Yes, we can perceive this price action as a head and shoulders pattern, though it is not a perfect example of this pattern. Still, from the rules perspective, it is a valid pattern, and the fact that we have such a strong bearish pattern here with the confirmed violation of its snake line increases the probabilities that the price is going to drop. Oleda says, can you incorporate the use of patterns and breakout structure with order block together? Like you find a double bottom pattern and then you use breakout structure strategy and order block for entry. That's basically what I'm doing. So with each and every setup, that's basically what I'm doing. I just, if we take my press signals that I share in my free Telegram channel, I am trying to keep the charts simple, and I'm trying to keep just the minimal amount of essential details on my charts, because I know that many newbie traders check my signals, and I want to keep my charts simple, clean, and at the same time informative. And imagine how dense my chart would look like if on each and every free signal that I provide, I would add double bottom, breakout structure, change of character, order block, liquidity zones. It would be so complex, so only a few people would study it. So I recognize that you have limited time, that you cannot study my charts all day long, so I'm trying to keep them clean and informative for you. What will be the next one? Let's check gold. Yes, let's check gold. Give me yes, traders, in the live chat if you want me to check gold for you. And while you are writing yes, I will quickly check dollar CAD for ECRAM. ECRAM, dollar CAD looks bearish now. Let me explain to you why. Since early morning, the pair looks bearish to me, and here is the reason. So first, earlier we discussed this range. The price formed this horizontal range. On a daily time frame, the price was stuck within that range for quite an extended period of time, and then the range was broken. Daily candle closed above that. We retested the broken resistance of the range that turned into support, and from that we bounced nicely. And you can see that yesterday the price bounced and we managed to reach this daily resistance. Quite an important horizontal resistance cluster. And what is so important about that resistance is the fact that though we went beyond that zone, we did not manage to break that. Daily candle closed within that, confirming that that yellow resistance still holds. And look what I spotted analyzing intraday price action today. Analyzing hourly time frame. Let's like we did on dollar Swiss pair, let's analyze the price action. So here on a dollar CAD pair, here's how we were growing. Here was our price action. We were trading in a bullish trend. We updated the high right here. We set higher high, higher close, retraced. We set higher low right here, set lower high, and dropped. So from the price action perspective, it is the inverted cup and handle pattern. Inverted cup and handle pattern, and also a confirmed change of character here. And also, it is a start of a new bearish trend here, because we have a bearish impulse retracement with the lower high and the consequent bearish impulse with a new lower low. So we have a confirmed bearish reversal, and then this morning we got quite a deep retest of a broken neckline. We even went above the handle of the pattern, but the price respected perfectly this intraday resistance, and we see quite a strong bearish reaction to that now. And I strongly believe that the pair has a potential to drop even lower. From a 4-hour time frame and from an hourly time frame perspective, our strong support is right here, and the price may easily reach to that. Yes, my price action analysis from such a perspective is very bearish. I do believe that the pair is quite overbought after this bullish wave. So probabilities will be high to see a bearish move to that support. I hope it is clear. Yes, and I hope that you agree with me. Yeah, now let's check gold. Thank you for your yes, traders, and let's analyze gold. Let's open it on a daily time frame. Let me clean the chart and let's concentrate on a daily time frame first. What is so important for you to understand regarding gold analysis, gold chart on a daily time frame is that at the moment we have a confirmed consolidation. We have a confirmed sideways market. So though the global trend is bullish and still bullish, our mid-term perspective changes. We see the shift in the market sentiment, and this bullish movement and the failure of the price to even retest the current high and the formation of a lower high indicate at least a local weakness of the buyers and the overbought state of the market. And you can see that gold is now trading within this range. That is the trading range where the price is stuck at the moment. It is quite a wide range. We have a strong support of the range based on the last higher low in this global bullish trend, And the resistance of the range is based on this lower high and our current all-time high. So once we spot the consolidation, it's very important to remember that the market may stay in such a range. The market may consolidate for a very extended period of time. And we never know for sure how long the consolidation is going to be. Everything, as always, depends on the news. And the news are the main factor for completion of the consolidation. The fact that some very bad news or some very positive news will change the balance of supply and demand on the market, and that exactly triggers the breakout of a consolidation, triggers the violation of a consolidation and a continuation of a trend or trend reversal. So everything depends on the news now, and while there are new high impact news, consolidation may continue. And that is great because the consolidation and the consolidation range by itself may provide a lot of profitable trading opportunities for you. The support of the range always is a very nice zone for potential buying gold. That is the zone where buying interest concentrates. That is the zone from where you can look for pullbacks, from where you can look for swings to the resistance of the range. So it is a very important zone to watch. While the resistance of the range, the resistance of that consolidation is the area where selling orders are distributing. That is the zone where we have a strong interest of the sellers, and for that reason, for that exact reason, that zone holds. So that zone in future can be the zone from where you can look for at least a minor retracement, or the zone where you can simply close your long trade in profit. As we are testing this support of the range at the moment, we should concentrate our attention on a reaction of the price to that, and we can look for a signal to buy the market from that support. And what newbie traders always forget when they spot the consolidation range, when they spot the sideways market, is that they trade without confirmation. So they just blindly set buy orders on the support, sell orders on the resistance, but such an approach doesn't work good, because smart money knew that newbie traders act like that, and because of that, there are a lot of manipulations, liquidity grabs, traps, stop hunts, and all that stuff. So before you place your long trade from that support, I would strictly recommend waiting for confirmation. So let's discuss what kind of confirmation we can look for to confirm the initiation of a bullish movement from that support. Let's open a 4-hour time frame. What do we see on the 4-hour time frame? 4-hour time frame. The price action on the 4-hour time frame, by the way, is quite bullish already. I guess you can see that we have already violated this intraday resistance. The violation of that intraday resistance is already quite a strong bullish signal. But there's one problem with that violation. That violation was completely invalidated with the release of the today's CPI. In the economic calendar, you can spot that today we got US inflation data. And the release of the US inflation data made gold bearish. So the price returned back below that broken support. So such a signal is not reliable anymore, because the fundamentals changed the supply and demand balance on the market. Yes, so from a current perspective, we have our brand new intraday resistance right here. Yes, the one that the price has just respected, the one from where we got a nice pullback. And here we have our intraday support. So that is the range within the range. We have the range on a daily time frame that the price formed, and within that range we have intraday range on the support of the range. And that range can be your confirmation. That range can be used as your trigger to buy gold. Yes, because just recently the price dropped from that intraday resistance, and because in the recent past it was a minor support, we may assume that sellers are still placing their selling orders within that zone. So your confirmation signal, your strong bullish confirmation, can be a 4-hour candle close above that. And then growth may initiate. Then growth may initiate and the price can easily go up. And you can go long and you can expect growth. Yes, keeping your stop loss below the lows of the range. You can aim at that resistance first. It is a very strong intraday resistance that I would definitely take into consideration for the targets. And then as your second target for the trade. And by the way, many people say that two targets trading is scam. Two targets trading is scam when first target has negative reward to risk ratio. Please remember about that, because I know very nice guys on TradingView that use multiple targets and they receive a lot of bad words that they use multiple targets. Multiple targets is good when targets are good when first target has positive reward to risk ratio. Remember that simple rule. Yes, because there are the stupid guys, not guys, stupid guides on the internet. I watched, let me just quickly. What I wanted to say is that I watched a couple of videos on YouTube where some gurus teach how to find reliable signal provider, how to test Forex gold signals. And these gurus say that the first red flag is multiple targets. I mean, when traders use TP1, TP2, probably TP3. And I do believe that there are the instances when multiple take profits indeed is the scam alert. But everything depends on the reward to risk ratio. Yes, always check if you're planning to buy signals with multiple targets, or if you found the Telegram channel or TradingView page and you see multiple targets there. Just measure reward to risk ratio of the first target. And if it is bigger than 1, then you can just trade with one target and be profitable. Then no need to even trade with 2 targets if you're scared of that. Yes, there's nothing bad in that. 2 targets may help you make bigger profits. Yes, but if you see that the first target has very bad and negative reward to risk ratio, that is the alert. That is the indication that the signal provider wants to inflate his accuracy and win rate, because statistically, if first target is reached, traders say that it is already a win. But in fact, if reward to risk ratio is negative, though it is a win statistically, from the money perspective, it is a very small win, and usually you will need 3 wins to just recover one losing trade. Yes, I hope it is clear. So back to the charts. This one we can trade with 2 targets, and we can aim at that resistance as the first target. And our resistance of the range that we spotted on a daily time frame can be the second target for the trade. Yes, we wait for a 4-hour candle close above that yellow resistance, anticipate growth. Yeah, that's kind of the plan, and I would say that it is going to be the swing trade, the trade that we take on the 4-hour time frame can have the extended holding time. So taking that trade, you may hold a trade even for a week. Yes, especially if you decide to keep the trade till it reaches the second target. It may take quite a while. For example, from the resistance of the range to the support of the range, it took more than 5 days for the price to drop to that. Yes, so in future, it can be kind of the same. Let me introduce if everything is clear so far in my discussion regarding gold. Trader 80 says, isn't that a bearish flag? It can be a bearish flag. Yes, it can be a bearish flag. Everything depends on perspective. So what 80 is talking about, traders, 80 says that this is a bearish flag. And yes, it is a bearish flag. And though we spotted this intraday range and we discussed the confirmation signal TPY, there is no guarantee that the market will go up. The market may easily drop lower. Our daily support is quite wide. And as I said, smart money knew that newbie traders are buying from here. So before going up, the price may easily drop lower, violate the support of the flag, and we may even have some liquidity grab before we go up. So such a scenario is possible as well. That is why it is so important to monitor price action. Even after you place the trade, you keep monitoring the price action, watching, looking for the patterns, and that's it basically. Yes, so it can be the flag, and the violation of the support of the flag can be a strong intraday bearish signal. But the flag itself, by the way, what is so important to remember about the flag itself, the formation of a flag itself is not a bearish signal. Bearish signal is only a breakout of the support of the flag, because the flag itself is just the rising channel. Why the hell rising channel is bearish if it's parallel? Yeah, it's not bearish. It's bearish only if the price breaks its support. Yeah. Lady says, so do we need to enter the trade using 15 minutes time frame or just enter on the 4 hours? So this setup that we discussed so far, it is based on a 4-hour time frame analysis. So we can treat consolidation in lower time frames, and we can look for lower time frame continuations. But from such a perspective, this pattern, this setup is in a 4-hour time frame. So our plan is 4-hour time frame based. We will study the lower time frames here as well. Let's just open the naked chart, I guess, for I guess it would be just easier for us to discuss it. Yes, so that is our naked chart. Let me just bring back our support. That's our support, that's our resistance, and that's our range on a daily. Yes. Then just quickly let's open a 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, that's our another range. Yes, and so we're another range, and within the range we have a rising channel. So now let's study lower time frames. Hourly time frame. What do we see on an hourly time frame? On hourly time frame, we can see how nicely the price reacted to that rising trend line, how nicely the price bounced from that, and you can see that after the test of that rising trend line, we formed strong bullish candle. So we may easily go higher to that orange resistance now. Our bias on an hourly time frame and lower time frames can now be strongly bullish. Let's study 15 minutes time frame. And let's check if we have something else right here to rely on. Here so far, I guess we have nothing special. Yeah, we have no pattern, we have nothing so important to confirm a bullish continuation. Yeah, so from an hourly time frame perspective, we respected trend line, formed a high momentum bullish candle, so we can locally go higher and test the orange resistance. And then we will see how the price reacts. Either the price drops from the resistance of the range to that trend line, or we see a breakout attempt. We never know. And we will keep monitoring. And of course, once I see some strong confirmation, I will definitely share the update with you on my free Telegram channel. Yeah. Trader 80 says, I am new to this, so I ask for everything. Yeah, no problem. But by the way, it is a nice question. It's a nice question. You know, quite often I share some signals, some setup on my Telegram channel or on Telegram. And I receive questions from the members. It's like I may post double bottom and they see, man, look, it's also head and shoulders pattern there, or it's some other pattern, and it's good that he recognize other patterns, because there are always so many different patterns on a single price chart, and it is very important for you to learn to recognize and distinguish them all. So if you spotted the flag, it's good. Just know how to use it and how to apply it properly. Yeah. So let me introduce, if you have any questions, let me know if everything is clear so far in my analysis. One more thing, by the way, one more reason why I think, traders, that consolidation will continue on gold is that the market will so far continue staying within that range on a daily time frame, is that if we open the economic calendar for tomorrow, you can see that tomorrow the economic calendar is empty. We have no high impact US news for tomorrow, and it just indicates that technicals will most likely dominate tomorrow, and with the absence of the high impact fundamentals, technical analysis is the king. Yes, so at least until Thursday, the market may stay within the range. Of course, one important individual may change everything. Yes, if Trump starts doing some crazy things, then yes, then something will happen with gold, definitely. But while he remains silent and while there are no high impact news in the economic calendar, technical analysis is going to be the king. Yeah. So what is the next one? When I'm preparing for the live stream, I also wanted to discuss dollar yen. Yes, dollar yen. Let's study dollar yen. By the way, strange enough, no questions about dollar yen in the live chat today, and no question about pound, yen, euro, USD. You know, these pairs are so popular, yen pairs, among the group members. So I'm so surprised that no one asks to analyze that. By the way, that's the model that I shared about change of character. That's, if you watched one of my previous videos about best change of character model for trading, I shared this dollar yen change of character model. And I shared that when the price was like that. Yes, and in my video I said that it is perfect change of character model. It is the signal that the trend reversed from strongly bearish from bullish, and that most likely the pair is going to go higher and continue growing. And look what happened. And if you are studying change of character, you should definitely watch that video. It's one of the recent. Check that. I explained the situations when change of character provides a weak signal and when it provides a strong signal. Yeah. So what is happening with the dollar yen pair? at the moment. Let's clean our price chart and look left at structure. On dollar yen, we have a significant deal resistance right here that the price reached, and that resistance still holds. We see quite a nice bearish reaction to that resistance today. And actually, it is a very important decision moment for dollar yen pair, either to continue growth or to start at least a local correctional movement. So if you see a violation of that orange resistance and the daily candle closes above that, I guess probabilities will be high that the pair will go higher and will test this resistance. But as I said, there's also a chance that we will see a pullback from that resistance. And on the 4-hour time frame at the moment, the price is but already formed inverted cup and handle formation. That's our cup and that's our handle. The pattern is already completed and we are testing the neckline of the pattern at the moment. And I strongly believe that a violation of a neckline of a pattern and the 4-hour candle close below that may trigger at least a local correctional movement on dollar yen pair, and we may drop to that support. And it can be a counter trend swing trade for you. The trade that you can take on the 4-hour time frame, the trade against the trend, with your entry being on a retest of a broken neckline of the pattern, stop loss above the cup, and take profit that support. Yes, reward to risk ratio for this trade is not that perfect, but it can be quite inaccurate trading setup based on the test of a significant deal resistance, based on a strong intraday price action confirmation, based on the inverted cup and handle pattern. So I definitely suggest monitoring that setup because probabilities will be quite high that the correctional movement will initiate. I strongly believe that the market is too overbought after the yesterday's bullish movement, and the fact, by the way, that the gap that the price formed after the market opening on Monday, that this gap still is not filled, makes me think that before another bullish wave initiates, the market should fill that gap. I have a strong feeling that that gap should be filled, and the majority of the gaps that we spot on major and minor Forex pairs are quickly filled. And the fact that this one still is not filled is an important warning that probably it is going to be filled soon. So I hope that it is really clear. Oleida says, so do we need to enter the trade using 15 minutes time frame or just enter? Oleida, if you spot the pattern on a 4-hour time frame, you trade it on a 4-hour time frame. If you spot the pattern on 15 minutes time frame, you trade it on 15 minutes time frame. If you spot the pattern on a 4-hour time frame and on a 15 minutes time frame simultaneously, you trade it on the highest time frame where you spot it, not the lowest one. That is a very simple rule to follow. So for example, this cup and handle pattern, we see it on a 4-hour time frame, and we can easily recognize that on an hourly time frame as well, and on 15 minutes time frame we will recognize that as well too. But on a daily time frame we won't recognize that. So the highest time frame where we see this pattern is the 4-hour time frame. That is why we treat it on the 4-hour time frame. That is a very simple logic to follow. Yes? And yes, so and as I said many times the time frame selection is very important in trading, and many patterns, many structures, key levels, trend lines you will recognize on different time frames. The same trend line that you spot can be on an hourly, 4-hour, daily, weekly. So make sure that you correctly choose the time frame for its trading. For example, if you see a horizontal key level and you spot it on a 4-hour, daily, hourly time frame, for a breakout of that key level, rely on the highest time frame where you see that, not the lowest one. Probabilities will be high that you will get a false signal on the lowest time frame, but the most valid and the most accurate signal on the highest time frame. Yes, that is the rule. So Red Sini asks to analyze silver. Let's check it and discuss. Gurbani Yoga says it's great to be learning about trading and having the opportunity to join a live stream like that. Information of such high value is invaluable. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Gurbani. I appreciate your comment, and I'm happy that you learn something new. Let's discuss silver. By the way, I was looking for selling silver since early morning, but I did not manage to sell silver. What we can see on silver now is that we have a strong support, and the price respects right here. We have strong resistance right here. But the main problem with silver now is that from the historic resistances perspective, we have a lot of resistances lying very close to each other. Yes, these are our strong resistances from such a perspective. And yeah, so that's kind of our range. Yes, that's the support from where we see pullbacks to the resistance of the range. And our resistance of the range actually is that wide resistance cluster. So it feels to me that, at least so far, the price nicely respected the upper boundary of that range. We were rejected quite strongly from that after the release of the today's USDCPY. So I think that similarly to gold, at least for now, silver is going to continue consolidating. And I think that the market may continue trading in sideways. And because the trend is strongly bullish, the global trend is strongly bullish, and because we have such a wide resistance right here, I would suggest looking only for buying from the support. Yes, buying from the support will be safer because it will be the trend following trading. The support of the range is not that wide as the resistance, so I would concentrate on potential buying silver from that support. And for selling, it looks to me too risky, though. Yeah, look at the strong bearish candle. We definitely got a strong bearish reaction from that resistance, but trading that I don't want, even though we also have head and shoulders pattern right here in an hourly time frame. Trading that looks risky. So most likely consolidation is going to continue if for some bullish reasons the price violates that resistance. What's up with trading view, by the way? Yeah, if the price violates that white resistance and closes above that on a daily, then we are going to reach this highs. So that can be your plan to buy. But so far, because of the absence of the high impact news in the economic calendar for tomorrow, most likely consolidation is going to continue. Then perfect analysis on dollar yen, CBA. Thank you. CAD Swiss here. Let's analyze CAD Swiss. and check that out. This one, CAD-Swiss. What is up with CAD-Swiss? So CAD-Swiss definitely looks bullish now, and I think that probabilities are high that CAD-Swiss is going to continue rising. The price was accumulating within this range, violated the resistance of the range, and started to accumulate within a new range. Started to trade in sideways within this range. And again, resistance of the range was broken. Most likely turned into a strong support. And we can expect more growth now. Our next strong resistance is right here. That area. And I think that it's going to be the next goal for the buyers. I think that it is going to be the next zone where the price is going to go. And now analyzing intraday price action on an hourly time frame, you can see that CAD-Swiss started to consolidate. We formed a double bottom on an hourly time frame. I guess we also have a flag right here, a very nice bullish flag, or the falling wedge, but falling wedge still can be a bullish flag. So we can, in specific cases, we can call falling wedge a bullish flag, and that is the exact case when a falling wedge is also a bullish flag. So a strong price action confirmation from such a perspective will be, let me just underline this. Also, a strong price action confirmation for you will be a double violation of a neckline of this double bottom and a trend line of this flag. If the price violates them two, we can expect a trend following movement to our next strong resistance that we spotted on a daily time frame. And that can be your plan. You can buy in a retest, and you can trade this with 2 take profits. First will be based on your current high, and second take profit will be, yes, that resistance. That will be your very nice plan to buy CAD-Swiss. Yes, this analysis is based on strong bullish bias that we got analyzing a daily time frame. It is also based on a breakout and retest of a strong daily resistance that turned into support after a breakout, and it is based on a strong intraday price action confirmation based on 2 intraday breakouts, the trend line and the neckline of the pattern. What about gap? Yes, gap is not filled as well here. That is the fact. So it might be filled. I agree about that. But if the price follows this scenario, I guess first it's going to test at least that resistance before filling the gap. So gap, at some moment in history, this gap will be filled. I'm sure about that. But when exactly, that is the main problem in gap trading, that the time horizon, time range of, and the exact moment of the filling of the gap is unknown. Yes, that's the main problem with that. Then checking the live chat. So Aleida, I hope that you understood my point regarding CAD-Swiss and why I think it might go up. Now, Trader 80 asks to analyze NASDAQ index. Let me check that for you, and let's analyze NASDAQ index US 100. Wow, yeah, this one is so bullish for the last days. Yes, and let's clean it, and yeah, I guess it is going to reach the all-time highs soon. You can see that the sentiment is very strongly bullish right here. We violated this significant resistance cluster with the gap, and we keep rallying. So we have just one strong resistance over here that may stop the index temporarily, and we have just one single resistance from where we might see some pullback, some retracement, but I am very confident that the index is going to retest this underlined orange resistance, that we are going to retest the current all-time high, and it looks like this correction, this strong correction that we got in spring is finally over, and the market is returning to a bullish trend. Now, New Zealand dollar. Question about New Zealand dollar. Yeah, so the price nicely bounced from that support. We got a strong intraday and daily structure support that the price reached yesterday, and from that support we see a nice bullish reaction today. And if we examine a price action on the 4-hour, on the 4-hour we have a minor bearish trend. That's our minor bearish trend, and the price is now approaching the resistance based on the level of the last lower high in this bearish trend. So the simplest way to confirm a further bullish continuation on New Zealand dollar here is just wait for a change of character, wait for a violation of this intraday bearish trend and start off a new bullish trend. So the violation of this 4-hour intraday 4-hour resistance will provide a confirmed change of character, will confirm the violation of this intraday bearish trend, and it will confirm the start of a new intraday bullish trend. So after the violation, I guess we may easily return to the levels of the current local high, and we can easily reach that. So that is the scenario that I see. The bullish reaction to that orange support is truly significant. The market is growing rapidly since early morning, and it looks like it's going to continue rising. Yes, the today's fundamentals strongly support that. And Suleiman, we analyzed gold. I shared a very detailed analysis, very detailed review of gold, so you can check the recording. So as always, we analyzed a lot of instruments, and I see that I answered all the questions in the live chat that you asked. Preparing for today's live stream, I shared all these setups that I prepared for today's session. So, and I was quite happy to see so many members asking different questions. Very warm feedback today. That's phenomenal, and I truly appreciate that, traders. As always, if you are interested in my premium stuff, remember that I do such live streams on a daily basis in my trading academy. You can learn more about that on my website, VasilyTrader.com. I have VIP signals group. I have 2 trading books for you, one teaching smart money concepts, one teaching multiple time frame analysis strategy, and a video course. You will find all that on my website. Also on my website, there are a lot of free educational articles for you, for gold trading, for studying SMC, for studying price action, candlestick patterns. I have more than 300 articles there already that I wrote for you. Do not forget to subscribe to my social networks. I have a free Telegram channel. I have Twitter, trading page, Facebook group, Instagram. You will find all the links in the description below. Do not forget to like this live stream. Do not forget to leave a lovely comment. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining, and the recording of the live stream, as always, will be provided in a couple of minutes. Also I will provide the time codes, and if you missed the live stream, you will see the time codes with all the instruments that I analyzed on the today session. Thank you, traders. See you soon. As always, on Saturday, I will provide some new educational video for you, and probably today I will share some free signals as well. Not sure. I will double check the charts after I complete the live stream and check if there are some signals to share. Thank you, traders.